Welcome back, everybody. Special announcement before the video really begins. Yesterday was Leo's birthday, so our little channel mascot here is officially 3 years old. Happy birthday! If you say nothing else in the comments about the video, then at least wish my dog a happy birthday. I think that'd be pretty cute. All right, so today is, what did I title the series again? Taking the Scenic Route, episode 2. We're playing Halo 3 today. There's a lot of cool stuff when you play Halo. For those of you who don't know, maybe you never had an Xbox, maybe you're just never interested in the series. Halo is a space sci-fi FPS. You play as Master Chief, this super soldier on the human side, and in the game you're encountering enemies, you're exploring both Earth and alien planets. Halo 3 primarily takes place on an alien planet, I think, and also a spaceship. I can't remember everything. I didn't play every level for this video, but the way that I did do this episode is I played through from the start of the campaign up until I was satisfied and met enough of my photo objectives. So, today's 8 photo objectives in random order. 1, an explosion. 2, a sticky grenade. Halo has these grenades with alien technology where they stick and latch on to the opponents if they collide. So there's a blue one made of plasma. There's another one. There's a fluff floating around here. Very distracting. There's another one that's shaped like a mace. It's by another alien race, the Brutes. And after it sticks and explodes, there's all these fragmentation bits coming out. Objective 3, a power weapon firing. A power weapon is anything like a big laser or a rocket launcher. And in competitive, snipers were also power weapons, but I never considered them that way. Number 4, Flood, one of the alien races that kind of resembles zombies. Objective 5, a vehicle shot. 6, a snowscape. 7, something in the jungle. And 8, a city or urban landscape. So, those are the 8 objectives. We're going to get started right away. The first mission with a little bit of action. Enjoy. Okay, now I can play a little bit. My grenades are actually down. Alright, the enemies were all killed off. Now I have this open space available. And I start to explore it, and I'm just looking for something that'll look nice. This environment that's painted on in the background, I like the look of this. The mountain's beautiful. The lighting in the whole area looks great. So I'm just seeing if there's anything in particular that might work for me. This little skull doodad. There's nothing too special here. It'd be kind of ugly for this jungle photo, so I left that alone. And I looked over here, but I didn't exactly like what I had lining the mountain. The water looked okay, but a little cheap overall, so I left that area. And then when I stumbled into this one, we had a little live action scene taking place. Or a live cutscene, in-game cutscene, whatever. Again, a little bit more cleanup, but I was distracted by these guys. Rats over here. Look at them scurrying around. Just completely ignore the firefight, focus on these rats. I thought about it, do I want an animal photo? But no, I opted not to go for that. I just observed them a little longer than I ought to have for your viewing pleasure. Look at them, they're so funny. Oops. Oh, no. And the rolling down the hill. Look at it go. That's one of the funniest ragdolls. Alright, so we're in another area now. And again, just clean up the enemies. Taking a look along the water. Any openings in the foliage. Just seeing, is there a shot? Is there something hidden that I'll really like the look of? And this was okay over here. I tried catching this view from 2 different angles, but the dam just got in the way, or whatever the structure is. I thought it was taking up too much of the screen. It's not great. So, I eventually restarted the level, thinking that I probably missed something early on. And look at this. As soon as the level begins, you have the sun pouring through the leaves like this, It's making that nice cascading smoke effect with whatever debris that is in the center. This funny little golden doodad. This was just behind the level. I don't remember this in the original game. I don't know if this is a Master Chief Collection exclusive or not. Probably is in the original. And sure enough, this thing's location gave me the ideal shot. So this was it. I just set it up, I waited for the right smoke plumes, and there you go. That's the photo. So number 1, done. We've got our jungle photo. The next level now is Crow's Nest. And I'm thinking maybe I'm going to get my urban photo here.
Agreed. Master Chief, get there.
Come on, Chief. Couldn't figure out how to open a door. A game from the 2000s, I couldn't open the door. And look, more rats. I tried pressing it. I looked up a guide. It said go through that door. Didn't say how to open it. Turns out you just have to hold the button, not press it. Hold it. Look at that. That was almost a good sticky or explosion photo right there.
Password, please.
You gotta be kidding me. What password?
The password so we don't open the door for brutes.
Do I sound like a brute to you?
Well, you could be held prisoner by brutes.
If I was held prisoner by brutes and knew the password, then the brutes could just force me to tell you the password and you'd open the door for them.
Okay, well now I'm definitely not
Thought
going
that
to
was
open
a
the
fun
door.
one.
But we need ammo!
Well, why don't you go ask your brute buddies then?
A fun one to include for you guys. Stumbled across that. I didn't remember that from my first playthrough either. Alright, so now I'm setting up for a Covenant fight. And again, I'm just hoping for any of the action scenes. Explosions, sticky. I stuck him, but blinded at the same time. I didn't think that would necessarily be the best photo. Going through the level a little bit more. There's another action sequence here with a bunch of brutes. And I landed that nice grenade on its thigh. I looked at it later in the theater. Didn't really like the look of it though. And all of these different things coming out, the shields and the regeneration, the EMP, these create some amazing lighting effects if you do look at them in the theater. But there was just nothing there. So we play on. And here we have a Warthog level, Tsavo Highway.
Let's mount up. Get the hell out of these caves.
Alright, I'm thinking there's got to be the urban photo here. I didn't get it in the last mission. Actually, don't think I got anything in the last mission. There's got to be something here. And look at this. When you come out to this first open area, the crashed installation here, this looks pretty impressive. So I parked the Warthog, I get out, and I did a little sightseeing. Still want some nice landscapes. Like what I see. It's interesting. At the very least, it's interesting. I don't know if it makes for a nice photo, but I kind of like what I'm looking at. Kept on driving, got to another area. Again, scope out the area. Is there anything interesting going on? Not really. Better get back in and keep on going. But just messing around in theater mode again. I got to see some cool stuff as I slowed down the scene, stopped the scene, spun my camera around. And here, just by luck, this ended up being a pretty good shot. So this ended up being the vehicle shot. I like the Prowler, I like the Warthog. It's a combat sequence with a bunch of different enemies. Let's go. So 2 down, and we keep on going in the same level. And look at this. Again, there's that lighting. I love the lighting in Halo 3. In theater mode, as I could spin the camera around, I was able to get a shot like this, and this was the urban photo. So nothing in the second level, but already we got 2 photos in the third mission. And now we're doing well. We got 3 out of the 8 photos. So we're just gonna continue here, wrap up the Tsavo Highway level, and I'm on a Prowler now, the brute vehicle. Nice little collision there. blowing up some vehicles here, but I take one too many shots, and that's it.
Here and going.
However, when I loaded up the replay in theater mode, it turns out one of those Prowler collisions actually ended up looking pretty good. So this right here, this ends up being my explosion photo. I like the way Chief's helmet is framed. I like the bright effects from the lighting there, really illuminating and reflecting off the vehicle. So that was a good one. Finish out the level by commandeering a Wraith, this big Covenant vehicle, basically their equivalent of a tank. You can see how much destructive power it has. And I was feeling pretty good about everything now. 3 missions in, I had half of my photos, and the next one would give me another opportunity, I think. Or, sorry, this is maybe 2 levels later. This is Floodgate.
All over the city.
Yeah, so I skipped level 4. This is
Find the crashed
Floodgate,
floodship.
and I'm looking for my flood photo here. But before I do, taking a look, seeing what's included in the backgrounds. The sunset there looks amazing. This is whatever scarab type vehicle with the smoke plumes coming out of it. I like how this looks, but it's not even one of my photo objectives. I was just doing a little bit of sightseeing. And on we went with the mission.
Report. Multiple contacts. Unknown hostiles. There. Over there.
Now that was cool. A little set piece when you start the level. I decided to boot the level back up again later, knowing that that was going to be my flood shot. I love the look of this. So there it is. I have a photo of the flood. It's these 2 guys jumping out. There's that little rainbow behind them. And on we went with the rest of the level. Any of these could have been a snapshot showcasing the flood, right? You know, take your pick as you look through the footage over here. If you like any of these firefights, if you like the way this guy charges at me, that could have been a photo. That explosion right there, I could have gone into the theater mode. But I was happy with what I had, the jumping shot. So, now I believe we're on the Ark, Mission 6. Look at that galaxy up there. Oh, we're moving quickly through the footage. I can't keep up. All right, so I'm just scoping things out. Nice. Just trying to take in my surroundings, and that happens, of course. And the clowniness on this level was never ending. Got into a couple of vehicle battles. There were these ghosts. 2 of them actually approached me like that and just flew off the cliff. And after a big fight sequence, you get to ride the Scorpion, the human tank. And you'll see here, I'm just enjoying a lot of what I see, and I was taking a look at it in theater mode, loving the explosions, loving the chaos and the grand scale of all of these big vehicles. But I didn't know it. Later on, I decided that the Prowler photo from earlier, that would become my vehicle photo. These were all me looking for potential vehicle photos.
Phantom inbound.
And this is just us continuing on with the mission now. I didn't want to abandon this Warthog. Actually, no, this is when I first get the Warthog. I'll get back to that point later.
All armor, form up.
Like I said, I didn't know for sure what my vehicle photo would have been, so this was me just taking a look at different angles here. Ultimately, I thought that the shot was a little too empty. And here we go. This is what I was talking about. I've got my Warthog. I don't want to abandon it. Every time I play Halo, Halo 1, I think you can do it in some Halo 2 missions, Halo 3 here, I always try to take Warthogs as far as I can go in these, I forget, these are Forerunner structures, right? Alright, so we still need a sticky photo, a snow photo, and a power weapon. So let's see if we can get the sticky here. Well, I got that brute, and on the replay, I had a really tough time getting the right frame. First of all, the replay controls, they're terrible. I think they're more precise when you play on console. Master Chief Collection, you can't advance frame by frame or anything. You can't even rewind. So after I did a look at that, I didn't like it. I moved on to the next part of the scene, and here we are. killing myself with my own spike grenade. However, if you don't know that it doesn't actually stick the brute, in this still, it looks really good. So this is the same spike grenade that bounced away and killed me, but that's my photo right there. That's my sticky photo. Got a freebie right there. Took a look at it. Thought this was a cool action shot, although I didn't really like how Chief was floating with his foot there. And in here, just a little bit later in the level, incendiary grenades. Oh man, these were the coolest introduction to Halo 3. Love these weapons. Look at this. Nice glow on my weapon, just from holding it in my hand. There it is. This is what I was talking about earlier with the regeneration and the EMP devices. When you're nearby these different lighting and color effects in theater mode, makes your whole screen take on that appearance. So I loved how the fire looked, but it wasn't a sticky grenade. Now, another mission that gives you a Spartan laser. And at this point, I know I've probably got my power weapon set up. But I thought, what if I give it to this guy and I can be his cameraman? He can fire it and I can position myself around him trying to get that perfect shot. This is a lot of fun. I actually really enjoy doing this. So I just tailed behind him. I tried to position myself to put him in the bottom right or bottom left corner, but the AI left something to be desired. Yeah, lovely. Not bad. All right, I just need him to do that on an actual target. And there he goes. He's hitting that brute chieftain. There's some banshees in the background in the sky. That was the power weapon photo. And I just decided to quit out of this mission. I only had one photo left to take. It was this snow photo, and I knew I wasn't going to get in the campaign, so it was time to go to Forge. And so this is the mode where you can design your own custom maps using an existing map base as a template, and you can add items and customize it with some different things. So I'm just zooming around here. I like that background right there. Looks really cool with the glacial stuff. And this is a lighting effect. I decided to keep it, and I thought, let me use the sky. I don't really like anything on the ground. You can still tell that this is a snowscape. So I whipped out a Banshee. Like I said, I'm keeping the effect out, and this is now just me driving around and setting up the shot with the moon in the background. At least, I'm assuming it's a moon. And there it is. I've got my snow shot. And that was photo 8. All objectives are done now. This one also looked pretty good, but we'll just go with the one that I took earlier. Okay. And there you go. That was episode 2. Hopefully you enjoyed watching me and listening to me narrate Halo 3. I'll show the 8 photos over here, I suppose, or take up the full screen with them. The next episode in this series is going to be a live stream. Now, if you don't catch the live stream, and I don't know when I'm doing it, I will still edit down the episode and post it into something like this, around 20 minutes long. Who knows how long the live stream might take. All right? I'll be posting that in the comments section or in the community section at some point. Oh boy. Okay. That's enough from us. Thanks everybody for watching. I'm looking forward to reading what you typed today, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye-bye. Say bye. Woo!